Hey peoples, this is another movie review of Jojo Rabbit. As always, I want to say thank you for listening, that really means a lot to me, and on to the review. So Jojo Rabbit is about a little boy in Nazi Germany, and he wants to be the best Nazi he possibly can be. And one day he finds out that his mother is smuggling a Jew in their house. Also, his imaginary friend is Hitler. And that's the movie. So this movie is probably the cutest and sweetest movie I have seen in a very long time, and I know that is weird to say for a Nazi movie, but it's because of the heart in this film and the relationships in this film. You feel bad for Jojo because it seems like he just wants to help as much as possible. He wants to be the best Nazi he can be. But the morals and the heart that his mother instills in him really prevents him from being that cruel, evil, Jew-hating Nazi that he wants to be to fit in with everybody else. But he can't help it because his mother is the source of his joy. His father isn't around, so his mother is all he has. And she jokes with him and they have good conversations. And even though she doesn't agree with his beliefs, she understands the heart of her son and who he is deep down inside. And their relationship together was probably my favorite part in the movie because you could tell that they love one another, they respected one another, even though they may have differing views. And of course we have to talk about his imaginary friend Hitler. Hitler was the best in this movie, and it was actually pretty genius to have Hitler in this film because you could have taken imaginary Hitler out of this movie and the movie still works. The thing is, with imaginary Hitler, you get to see Jojo argue with himself and argue with the beliefs that he's been taught, argue with the hatred inside of him. So the conversations he's having with himself are very serious because you have to realize that he's been taught a certain way his whole life, and then when he comes in contact with a Jew, it disrupts everything that he believes in. But they do a great job of masking that in the film with comedy. This movie is so funny. And I think the movie had to be that way. It had to have this comedy in there because this is a serious topic. It's a topic that we're kind of dealing with today, not just the Nazi stuff that has popped up recently, but the conversation of a group of people that hate another group of people. And they hate them because they don't understand them or don't know about them or the lies that they've been fed from media or growing up from parents, from seeing stuff online, so on and so forth. So the comedy was a clever way to have these discussions in the movie without pulling the movie down and making it feel so somber. But moving on, I really enjoyed the visuals in this movie. It kind of reminded me of a Wes Anderson film, like this little world was of its own and it was disconnected from the rest of the world. And I always like those kinds of films. And lastly, all of the acting was great. The kid who played Jojo, he's amazing. His acting just felt so sincere and you believed him and you were rooting for him the whole time. Scarlett Johansson does a great job at being his mother. She really pulled off showing the love for her son, but also showing that she's dealing with personal things on the inside. Taika Waititi was hilarious as Hitler. He did a great job directing this film. Sam Rockwell is his usual awesome self, and this is probably Rebel Wilson's best film, hands down. I'm usually not a big fan of Rebel Wilson, but I loved her in this movie. But yes, I suggest watching this movie. It is so much fun. You will laugh throughout. The acting is great. The message is really good. And I really enjoyed the relationships in this film. But that's all, peoples. Thank you for liking, subscribing, thumbs up, comments. Thank you for all those things. I really appreciate it. Please continue to have a great day. God bless. I'll talk to you later.